Now, which football?
American football.
That's the real question.
American football.
Damn, the worst one.
So last where we left off, you guys successfully retrieved the artifact that you were that Galliford was tasked to get, which was a giant were-rat skull made out of pure ruby. After defeating the Rat King guarding it, you guys exited and made your way to Gloomstake. During your travels, though, you made contact with the were-rat that tasked Galliford to get it. And upon answering answering that Galliford did, saying that Galliford did retrieve it, but in fact he did not, she was very upset and said that retribution will be paid. And that was the last you heard from her. So you know that something is going to happen, not in your favor. In Gloomstake, Stig had a dental work done by the alchemist in the bar, in which he used a hammer and chisel to knock out his tusks.
All four of them.
All four of them. And the night was coming up, and Stig was awake in the evening looking up at the night sky. And that's where we are picking up. So, it is evening. Stig, you're staring up in the night sky. Is there anything you wish to do?
I'm just trying to sleep off this agonizing pain.
Okay, is anybody else wishing to do anything this evening?
I think when we ended last, Galliford was jotting everything down in his journal that had transpired while making sure his room door was secured along with the window.
Okay. Caradwin?
No, I think she's gonna kind of go to her whatever room she gets for herself, set Morgan and her awakened mind to watch, and just kind of sleep the night off.
Alright, and Mason, any evening activities you wish to do?
Nope. I will, set an alarm spell for any rat or were-rat people.
Okay.
And I think Nyx would probably share a room with Caradwin just to buddy up.
Alrighty. The evening goes on. No issues. You guys get a nice rest. Stig, you get rest, but the pain in your mouth was unbearable through about half through the evening, but the pain does eventually subside, and then you get some sleep. It is morning. The sun is shining. What do you wish to do?
Which city are we in right now?
Gloomstake. You're this.
I didn't see our symbol.
Okay.
I see it now.
I believe last time we had radioed Professor Beers,
We did.
and he requested that we come see him.
So I suppose it's a matter of if we want to take the long way around to go to Fort Axis and then to the capital, or if we're just going to head straight to the capital and say, fuck that.
I mean, we do not know what to expect, and by alerting him and heading straight to him, we could get help from someone part of the Silver Wing on the way back to our base.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Let's just travel up the coast till we get to Eleanor or whatever, right there, and then we can contact him again and see if, if she attacked or, which way we want to go from there.
Yeah, because this is a weeks-long journey, isn't it?
I think we can also radio Lyric.
Oh, that's a good idea. We can radio Lyric.
If I also do remember correctly, I think you did contact Professor Bierce and let him know about the were-rat situation.
We did, yeah.
About her, so.
He said he was going to like get people on it, but he wanted us at the Capitol instead.
I will send a sending to Lyric as well. I'll type it in chat real quick. I don't remember how he spells his name, but that's alright. See, any pertinent information that you think I should add, or just that the were-rat's queen?
Is this to Lyric or your professor friend?
This is to Lyric.
If we send a message to your professor friend, maybe we can tell him about the gem and figure out why she wanted it.
I can send another one to him too. That's all right. I can do a short rest and on our way and recover my spell slots.
I mean, we don't have to. I mean, if we're going to him anyway, we can just take it to him. It's not like we need to know the answers right now.
I think Lyric probably just needs to know, be warned to keep an eye out for this lady and for anyone who might be showing signs of any curses in case she tries to spread it.
Yeah, hopefully she's not going around spreading her curse right now, forming an army.
I had a weird thought. We
Sounds like
have a bunch of money, right?
We're filthy rich.
What do you guys think about putting a bounty on her?
That's a fantastic idea, actually. We have...
Like how much?
Well, we have... Ooh, shit, we have a lot of money. In our total party funds, not the individual stuff that's been divvied up already, we have 800...
Karen, could we,
Yes.
not say that out loud in this tavern?
Oh, sorry, we're filthy rich, though.
Stig will look around and just to see if there are any people stupid enough to have impure thoughts.
Give me a perception check, Stig. There are people in, but they're kind of they're minding. They seem to be minding their own business.
The entire tavern just turns back to their business.
It depends on how much we think a were-rat queen would be worth, but honestly, we could probably afford it. I figure a threat to the village, we could put a couple... Honestly, we'd probably put a couple grand on it if we really wanted to.
It does seem kind of odd, though, being a mercenary group ourselves.
But we're also the keepers of a keep and a village. We're technically landed gentry at this point. I mean, the only thing we're missing is the title.
You make a fine point. I just realized I can walk back into that theater in the city with that, and they'll have to show us respect.
And then we can use cantrips to really fuck up that guy's day.
So, player talk. I know as, like, adventurers, like, a gold piece seems really little to us, but, like, to commoners, a gold piece is, like, a week's worth of food. So how much would a bounty, like, you know... This reminds me, I think it was the Supernatural episode, I think it was a Warehouse 13, they, like, went back to the 60s or something, and he tipped the guy, like, $20, and the guy walked out, and she's like, the 60s, $20 is, like, a fortune.
I think that was Supernatural.
I think that was Warehouse 13.
I think it was Warehouse 13 too, but what I'm trying to say is you said, we can put out like $1,000 on her, and I'm like, I was thinking more like 100 gold pieces.
My thought was, I was saying like up to, not that that's what we should start with. That we could probably put up, I should have specified, but we could probably put up to. I was also trying to take into account the danger level of a creature that is potentially making more of itself. That would be a
I guess you're right. If she's as bad as that, I'm gonna start hushing my voice. If she's as bad as that vampiric bear, yeah, we're probably gonna need to pay a bit more. Like, enough for an adventuring group rather than, like, solo adventures.
I would like to make a bribery roll, but that's the wrong game.
Yes, for sure.
But this would at least, like, pressure her, like, she's been able to walk around freely, and harass us, but if we put a bounty on her, people are going to be looking for her now.
Well, we did pick up some bounties before. Do we remember what the rewards were for some of those?
I think 100 or so, a couple hundred for some of those, if I recall.
Yeah, I don't think any were over 100. So maybe if we did 200 or 300.
I was tossing around 300 gold.
My thought is, genuinely, we slap 1,000 gold bounty on her.
Carragher?
One, because of the level of danger, but also because of the fact that it would guarantee that we have a lot of people looking for her.
Carragher,
The more money, yeah.
Is that officially what you said to Lyric?
Yes, that's what I say. Fuck. Oh shit. Yeah, I
What is it,
fully
Karen?
was in the middle of that sentence off. God damn it. Really? That. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Turns out she was very quick with her side of the deal. There's already been an attack. The 2 of the 3 people we rescued from that shitty continent have been killed, and that ancient dragon that we have with us is kidnapped. Sorry, the little girl.
Okay, let's just put $1,000 bounty on her dead.
The little girl has been kidnapped, not Innsmouth.
Oh, okay, sorry. I read that as she has been kidnapped and not been seen, so like something happened to her. Okay, sorry, the little girl has been kidnapped, and then Ismith is also missing. Fuck knows where that dragon went.
Good gosh, we need to get some better help at that fort.
I think we need to hire a lot of people.
Then again, we can't really blame Lyric as he's the only one that's
it's not his fault.
competent.
We need to hire guards, but it sounds like we need to actually get back there and find her.
If we slap in 1,000 gold bounty, I think we would have enough people on it. Not just like people that feel confident enough, but like a lot of people would want 1,000 gold. And I think a lot of people would maybe make a
Like, this would get a lot of people looking and get some serious, people who are real serious.
And we can also put a smaller bounty, if we wanted to, for reliable information. So that even people who want to just earn a quick buck could just say, hey, I actually did see this. And if the information seems reliable enough, which might be hard to judge, but we can, I don't know, if we make it just a few...
Like say, $1,000 for her dead, or like 50 gold pieces if your information leads to her death.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. I can message 2 other people right now, and my thoughts are Professor Bierce, to message him in regards to our the fact that we were attacked, and then message the Hunters Guild, somebody that we met there that was in charge, because we did meet somebody that was in charge there, give them the information on the bounty we want to put on. I figure they're the best bet to set a bounty, right?
There's the Hunters Guild, and I also believe but the Silver Ring specializes in were creatures.
Well, the Silver Ring we haven't met, so I can't message them, but I don't think they work for bounties, considering they came into this area of the kingdom and just did that kind of free of charge.
Yes, but Professor Bierce had contacts with them, and that's how...
I figure if we
exasperate
exasperate is that the right word? If we let them know that it's truly a dire situation, they may rush to that. I mean, if these people are just like built to kill were creatures, I don't think money's a concern. I think, and if it is, then we give them the bounty. I mean, fuck it, it doesn't matter.
Oh wait, I think we should do this quick and get back there.
All right, I will message Bierson and the Hunters Guild about the bounty. And I will let Bierce know about it too. I don't know if I spelled his name right either. All right. That should be enough words. Where Rat Queen attacked, they're dead and kidnapping. Silver Ring needs to be there now. 1,000 bounty for the Queen's head. 1,000 gold bounty for the Queen's head. And then, what was the name of the leader of the Hunters Guild that we met before and after we returned? Does anybody remember?
The Hunters Guild?
Yeah, who was the guy in charge of that? I think we met him, right?
I'm sure Stig would know.
Stig,
Jeremy,
who am I
Jeremy does
contacting?
not, but Stig would.
Stig would probably would know. No, I can't use that name. Fuck, I can't. I was gonna put Bubba Joe as the leader, but no. Fuck,
What was the Were-Rat Queen's name? You should probably make sure that.
Zeal.
So Kara make sure they know that that's her name.
I would add, Chris, if it's okay, can I add her name to the end of that sending?
Do you have enough words?
I would. I have 4 more words left.
Yeah, if you have
So I can
enough
say
words.
her name is Zeal.
Yeah, if you have enough words, then that's no problem.
Goes by Zeal.
Yeah, goes by Zeal. She calls herself Goal in German. Actually, I think it's spelled differently, but that's right. Well, barring, I think we did meet him though, right? Or we met somebody of import at the Hunters Guild when we were going through, or a barkeep or somebody that like works for the guild that would be able to propagate.
She a petty.
She a petty bitch. Yeah, she is.
That's just how all your sendings end now.
Shit. Oh my god. I forgot all about that. She a petty bitch.
Oh, I remembered, and I've been thinking about it this whole time. Where can I fit it in? But yeah, I will just send this to whatever contact we made with the Hunters Guild.
Okay.
That we met that like ran their bar or whatever to do this bounty.
Yeah. Did you get a response from Professor Bierce? I'm gonna type it out just so I know I have enough words.
So Chris, the parents of the family we rescued were killed.
Yes.
Okay, they didn't have a little girl. They had twin boys.
Oh, then I couldn't remember. The twin boys are then kidnapped.
I feel that very personally.
And the twin boys have been kidnapped, and Ismuth has not been seen since.
this. A little bit of editing here. ASAP there. Bounty for Warwick Queen in or near Timberland and Fort Axness, 1,000 gold, dead, ASAP, 50 gold for reliable information on location. I will send that to the Hunters Guild. Any other people I should message? I can do this twice with my 4th level spell slots.
Just refreshing. We passed you the spell refueling ring, didn't we?
We did. Yes, that's true. So I can. Actually, as a matter of fact, I think based on my level, I can regain 2 of my 3rd level spell slots. With the ring and 1 after a short rest.
I'm almost tempted to ask you to send one to the rat lady and be like, "We're coming for you."
That's from Professor Bierce.
Already informed this will ring. I will send another message. Please come see me when you get the chance. Okay.
And from the guild.
I know, I can just imagine it's like a montage of just like the opera, like beep, 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 beep. Or like, what is it? I think it was
Think of the John Wick where they put the bounty on.
Yeah, yeah.
Calling in.
Have you seen number 4 yet?
Not yet. That's another one I need to see still. But I've heard people enjoyed that one too, so I'm looking forward to it. Okay. So the Hunters Guild said that they need the gold immediately to set up the bounty, which we could do, assuming we can get a guarantee that we'll get the money back if they don't do it. I did also tell Bierce that if the silver ring does it, we'll give them the money instead. Just to spur them on a little bit more too. So we can tell them we're a few days out, but they need to send over immediately. And I can let the Hunters Guild know that Bierce can vouch for our, or that the university can vouch for our reliability on the funds that we provide to try to get that started sooner. I don't know if any of you have a preference in regards to what our, because at that rate we would have to go back unless they have a base that deposited in, which they might, considering how big the city is.
Maybe inquire about that.
Yeah. Sorry, what was that, Galliford?
Maybe inquire about that, and maybe we should probably start discussing this while we're in transit.
Yes. I would hope at this point we'd be leaving. But I'll use the spell refueling ring and then send them another message. What did the human form of the were-rat look like? Just some like quick features I could point out.
I will describe what Galliford remembers when he was in the room, stripped down, and she was on top.
He goes into
And
vivid.
he could go into a lot of detail.
He does or does not.
He would go into a lot of detail.
I would just need like 3 key features.
Okay.
Specifically 3.
Childbearing hips, an amazing bosom.
Hair color, eye color.
I can't. I don't remember what they were.
I don't remember anything above the neck.
She's a butterface.
Where can we deposit? Where do we pay? I think it would be better. Where do we pay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, I got 10 words. Whatever key features you can give me, I'll try to fit them in here. Do we, I guess, I don't, DM, would he have seen her, like, would we have hair color, eye color, height, basic facts, general, like, facial?
I'm gonna put it in the
Oh, an image?
yeah,
Oh, perfect.
for
So as
the
part of my magical tinkering, I can put like a picture or whatever on an object. So as you're describing this, I'm gonna like try and make a picture and be like, is that an accurate description? Does she look like this? No? Kind of sketch artist like.
it's gonna be hold on. It's gonna be in the Facebook chat.
Okay.
Wow. He might be as good of an artist as Nyx.
I just magically make a picture, like an image in my head, and I just project it onto the object.
Hey, that's cheating!
It's magic. Magic makes everything easier.
Magic makes the world go around.
I never thought of that. Does the sun move across the sky using magic? Is it like a giant everlasting fireball?
That
The
would be
gods,
pretty
the god threw one of the gods threw a fireball, and it's just kind of circling, and it's chasing some other god. I'll have to look into
Yeah.
that, please. Yeah.
The sun is a 10th level delayed fireball.
Like the story about the wolves that chase the sun and the moon, except the fireball is chasing a target. It's like a tracking fireball that never catches up. And the end of the world is when it explodes.
Chris, that's her human form or her were-rat form?
That's her were-rat form.
Okay.
Were you wanting her human form?
Yes, I wanted descriptors on her human form.
Oh,
so
okay.
In case she tries to hide. Sorry, I should have been more clear.
Definitely probably pale skin, like that in the photo. White, platinum white hair, and probably green eyes, emerald green eyes. If you're looking for 3 specifics.
Yes, I can fit those right into the spell. Perfect. So I'll reply to the Hunters Guild and say, in Gloomstake, where do we pay? Actually, I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. I'm going to edit that to say, we are in Gloomstake. Where do we pay? So that way it's clear that I'm talking about us. ASAP for the job. already dead in kidnappings, wear rat name Steel, human form, pale skin, white hair, green eyes. And see what they say for that. Sending is getting its use in this campaign. Hot damn. Best spell. MVP spell. Do they give a specific city, or am I just to assume that since I contacted the Imperial City, that's where I would go?
The guild is at the Imperial City, the guild hall.
Okay. Then I will let the group know that, yeah, they said that we have to pay there, and they will cover us until we arrive. So, if we head straight to the Imperial City, we can pay them and see what goes from there. And honestly, we could leave it to them for now. If we put 1,000 gold bounty on it and the silver rings after it, like, we have a lot of eyes on this. We can see what Beer wants while we're there, and depending on what he says or asks for, we can then head straight to Axness. Bit of a detour, but it's already going to take us a week to get there. At this rate, I think going there and making sure that this bounty has gone through and has started would be our best bet to make sure that that city is protected, or the town, anyways.
Kind of curious.
All 5 points.
Kind of curious whether it's best to go by land or by boat.
By land, because I refuse to get on a boat.
Oh, that makes sense.
Another reason to get this teleportation down. Well,
Also,
I'm gonna go get the cart.
Oh, sorry. I don't think Gloomstake has big boats, do they?
Gloomstake does not have a large port for ships.
I don't think we'd find one here. But perhaps when we get to Aelipoli, somebody can bamf us over to where we need to go. There's a lot of magical people there too. But I think we should just continue on the journey for now and think about when we get to that city.
Just get on the road.
All right. It is. You guys were talking for a while, just planning, discussing. It's like you woke up for breakfast, and it's like in between. I would say about 9. About 9 o'clock in the morning. The sun is out. Galliford, you pull the cart around. Where do you pull up the cart, Galliford?
We don't have a cart.
Oh, that's right, you don't.
Oh, we only had the horses.
Yep.
Okay, never mind. I round up the horses. So hopefully as everyone's just exiting the tavern, I'll just have the horses ready for us to just jump on and ride out.
Sounds good.
One second. Oh, never mind. Okay, so you guys walk out. Stig, you're the last one to leave.
Yes, I am.
you take. No, wrong level, but I figured it out. Where is my.
Oh, yeah, wrong level.
Wrong level.
Jonathan, did you cast A today?
Oh, thank you. I almost forgot. And I will begin casting that before we get on the horses.
And who are you giving aid to?
I'll give it to Nyx, because I don't want anything bad to happen to her character.
Okay.
And how is Stig looking this morning?
How am I looking, DM?
Your tusks are back. You're pale as ever. But other than that, you look great.
Stig looks like a normal person who got totally wasted after having his teeth pulled. But not even that, because it doesn't look like he had his teeth pulled at all.
Sig, would you just walk outside?
I don't see why not.
Okay. You take 20 points of radiant damage. And
I will stumble back into the tavern.
And as you burst into flames.
Whoa.
Ah, water! I need some of that water down stuff.
I definitely let the spell continue so he gets the temporary hit points too. And then I'm like, what the?
Now remember, Galford, they're not temporary hit points.
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
Would you the sunlight burst into flames?
Stig is rolling on the floor.
Say you eventually are able to pat out the flames and people kind of douse you with jugs of water.
I'm sure they thoroughly enjoy it.
Yes, and then they are wondering what the hell just happened. As steam kind of rolls off your skin and body.
What the heck just happened?
Oh my god, Stig, are you okay?
For now.
I don't suppose your mom or dad was a fire ganassi. Are you like half fire ganassi or something?
No, Mason, I am not.
I have an assumption. I'm going to put the horses back, everybody up to the room, and we need to discuss.
I already checked out.
Crap. I'll be right back. And Gallimper's going to restable the horses so everyone can talk.
Okay.
Stig will find a seat.
When Gallenford returns, he's going to sit across from Stig. Where were you bitten again?
Stig will just like take his vest off and he goes here, 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 pulls up his leg, here, and here.
The one that was having trouble healing, specifically.
Oh, you mean this one? He will show him the one that was from the diseased rat.
Okay, that wound is healed.
You don't think that she's already targeting us? I mean, is she able to cast magic?
That didn't seem like a spell hit you. That seemed like you stepped into sunlight and you burst into flames.
Yes, I'm a little worried that you may have contracted the curse.
How could I contract the curse? I mean, I would have had to been bitten by one of them, right?
Wait. I didn't think where disease affected in some.
That's my exact thought, Mason. That's more of a vampiric thing, isn't it?
Well, I haven't been bitten by one of those either.
You were enthralled by that vampiric bear, weren't you?
You were bitten by it, but oh, you were bitten by it.
Are you
Did
telling
that
me?
vampiric bear do things to you? Where did he touch you?
When you had me tied up and you were enthralled, he bit you at least 3 times I can recall when I was conscious.
I guess you're right. It could be that his enthrallment may have kept that from my memories.
This could also be the orb.
You mean the ruby?
Ruby. Because you were the first one to pick it up, right?
Oh yeah, but it's just a rock.
No, that is magic.
Also, Mason's the one who's been carrying it around, so I feel fine. Unless I'm immune to this fire stuff.
Look, I think we should get a professional opinion, character us. Cast sending to Lyric and ask for his professional opinion.
I am... Shit.
Don't tell me you're already out of spells.
No, I mean, I've used 4 of them for all the sendings today, but yes, I can use some more. I guess... Am I really messaging Lyric about this?
I think we need to see someone in person.
I think I agree. I think we need to find an old priest and a young
Not
priest.
the herbalist. I refuse.
I'm not sure she can do priest-like things.
Yeah, and I don't think she can do dentistry either.
Why do you say that? Didn't she file your teeth down for you?
No, she hit them with a chisel.
Mason's gonna pull out a silver piece and press it to Stig's skin. Is that anything? Still feel okay? Affected by the silver.
DM?
Nothing happens.
No, that's just cold against my skin.
I mean, where things are affected by silver, so I think he's not aware or whatever, even though he does turn into things.
Aren't vampires affected by silver too?
No, that's... It depends on the mythology, but I think realistically, no.
Guess another question, because Stig, you do barely wear anything up top. What if we throw like a hooded cloak over you? Maybe that'll protect you out in the sun?
I mean, it's worth a shot. What do you got in your bag?
Galfred starts looking through. I'm not even sure what we have in here.
You tell me.
If you go to the game notes, you can go scroll down to see what we have.
I think we might have to go buy a cloak.
I mean, I'm definitely interested in scientific methoding our way into a way for him to be able to walk in sunlight, but if it is a curse and it is something magical,
That
then
picture's perfect.
I was gonna say, is a thin piece of cloth really gonna be enough to block out the sun from affecting his curse?
I feel like the bedroll would be too awkward to just throw on top of him, so Gallifrey's just gonna give Nick some. Well, actually, Gallifrey and Nick are gonna run and go get a cloak for Stig. You guys stay here.
There's the hat of wizardry that apparently is there. Maybe it's big enough. The brim is big enough.
I still have clothes from Edox. You know, from the desert land.
I think we each had winter clothing too.
I don't think we bought winter clothes.
I've only known you guys since the desert, so I wouldn't have bought winter clothes.
We'll just run and get you a cloak.
And just grab a blanket.
I got an iron pot you can wear on your head.
Well, I'm sure that'll save my head, but what about the rest of me?
I'm sure you can stand to lose a few fingers.
And while they're pondering all of that, Gallifrey and Nick will just run out to buy a cloak that's large enough to cover Nick's Stig.
Okay. You're able to find one in town. You purchase it and bring it back. Stig, they dress you up. You look like one of the. You look like one of the Arab, like an Arab woman. Only the eyes are showing.
Okay, I would have accepted Tuscan Raider, but sure.
I completely forgot about Tuscan Raiders. But anyways, so you get
For some reason, all I can go is.
you're the kid from what's the Christmas Story. You can't put your arms down.
I'm kidding.
I just, when you said you're the kid, I just imagine it's like you look like one of those default Halloween ghosts where it's just a sheet.
Oh God. But
I'll step outside and see if this works.
you are not on fire, but there is there is kind of smoke, light smoke billowing, starting to come off of you.
Am I taking damage?
Not currently.
I mean, how thick is this blanket?
You are currently out of direct sunlight, but you can still feel the sun beating on you through the blanket and cloak. That's why there's only smoke.
Well, I think we can manage.
In worst case scenario, if we get closer to the woods, we can try and use some of that for cover to traverse even more. I'm sure there's someone in Lipoli that can be of some help.
Well, no time. Well, we should we should get going as soon as we can. Daylight's burning.
It
Literally.
is burning you. Yeah, literally.
Stig will mount up and start riding.
All right, Stig, you take off. Um, you guys follow suit. Um, and the day goes on without any more hiccups. The evening's coming down, the sun is setting, and Stig, as soon as there's no more sunlight in the sky, you feel better. The smoke has stopped, and you take off the cloak, and you're feeling the cool air upon your skin. Are you guys bedding down for the evening?
If it's okay, do you guys mind if we press on through the night and sleep in the morning?
Do we have cover for you in the morning to sleep through?
You've got you've got that handy dandy little dome thing, don't you?
Don't know if it stops light from passing in.
I don't think it does.
You can make it opaque.
It could, that's true. And then it would block the light. Yeah, I mean, we could do that.
Did we have the discussion where it says that it makes that the inside of the dome is comfortable, and we were questioning what would happen if you cast it in the underwater?
So it says until the spell ends, you can command the interior to become dimly lit or dark. So I can make it dark in there. So yeah, we can press on through the night and then rest in the day. I'm alright with that.
It saves a lot of wear and tear on me, at least.
Yeah, whatever keeps Stig safe.
All right. You press on through the night. You make it about here in the morning. Your sun is beginning to rise.
Carried.
I'll start creating the dome.
Are you creating it on the road, in the forest?
I'll pull a little off the side and then create it to be opaque. Dark on the inside, but then provide just enough. Its color, I'm hoping to make its coloring camouflage us a little bit if we go a little bit off the road, like 20, 30 feet off.
All right. You set up the dome. You all fit in except for your horses. Throughout the day, how long does the dome last?
8 hours. So I can, since it's a ritual, I can sort of start casting it before it ends, and then there would just be a brief second of transition.
Okay.
But we can cover Stig for that period of time.
All right. The evening comes. I mean, you guys are safe. Stig, you throughout the day, you feel like you're being watched. And when the evening comes and the dome is gone, you guys are preparing. You see, Beauregard just kind of staring at you.
He feels a kinship, Stig.
Believe me, it's one way. Back off, Nightmare Horse. I refuse to be one of you.
And Nyx is gonna look around to see if she notices any other shadowy, familiar creatures staring towards Stig.
She can give me a perception check.
That is from her sheet.
Okay. No, she doesn't see any other creatures kind of eyeballing Stig like Beauregard.
She had an assumption it might have been whiskey.
But the evening is here. Stig, you look up and the moon is almost full. The blood moon is almost full. The blue moon, the moon of magic, is in a deep crescent, and the white moon is half full.
Yeah, we'll take a note of that and say we can make it to Aeolipoli by dawn. I believe if I check this map correctly.
Well, then I think we should move with haste.
Real quick, guys, I need to take the dogs out. Let's do our quick break now. So I will be right back.
Okay.
Come on. You guys push on, and you make it to Aeolipli as dawn is approaching. It's gray out. It's a you make it into the gates. You stable your horses. You're in the city.
I remember we spoke to a clerical figure here once before. So I'm trying to spot a church or some type of cleric that we can speak to.
Stig is looking for a tavern.
So you can easily find a tavern. You go to the same tavern where you guys stayed before.
Stig's never been here.
Oh, never. Mason, you've been here before, so you know where to take where everything is.
Oh yeah, come on, Stig. I'll show you the best places.
Lead the way, my friend.
Galliford, you definitely find the Cathedral of Drum, the god of technology.
I will enter and see if I can find someone who has the skills to deal with curses. I would say Nick's probably stuck with Stig just to keep an eye on him.
Okay, Caradwin?
If they're gonna go deal with some stuff about curses and then go to a bar, I think I'm gonna try to find. I'll go check out a library if we're gonna spend some downtime here. See if maybe I can find some spells that I can copy in my spell book.
You're trying to find spells for your spell book?
I'll just find a library and see what I can find.
Okay. There is a small library here. It is primarily for researching old technologies, but it is a place of study.
I'd be curious to check that out.
Stig and Mason, you easily find a tavern, a good one of Mason's favorite places to stay. Stig, you feel now that you're indoors better, but you are marveled about the city being that all these interconnecting pipes and machinery are connected or somehow attached to each and every building and throughout the streets.
It's boggling the mind.
Here, try this. Apparently, it's called a cappuccino.
I'll take it like taking a shot.
Galliford, you can easily find a cleric in this in the chapel. Oh, what's it?
Excuse me, I have need of your assistance.
What is it, my son?
Are you skilled, by chance, in handling curses?
We are all trained to deal with curses. It's just on the severity of them.
Our friend, we rushed him to a tavern. I'm worried because the moon is getting close and we dealt with some were creatures and we think we're almost at the time limit. Are you able to remove a curse he may have?
I can do my best. I may. It depends on how strong this curse is. Lead the way, and I'll see what I can do.
Very well. And I'm gonna rush back to them. I know they didn't tell me the specific tavern, so as I'm walking through the town, I would be using the message cantrip to try and locate them. I would default to the one that we were at before, hoping that's the same one.
Sorry, eating a Dorito. It is not. You go there, and you don't see Stig or Mason around. Mason, you took Stig basically a nice little, kind of like a hidden corner, where it's kind of close to the workshop area district, and where like visiting guests to tinker and whatnot stay. It's not so much. It's not a touristy area. Galliford, you don't know where they went. I apologize, but I do have other duties. If you are able to locate your friends, please come back to the church and we will assist you.
I understand. I will try to get back as soon as possible. And Galliford is just going to go along the streets until he is within range with his message cantrip.
What's the range on your message cantrip?
$120
Okay. Mason, Stig, and Nix, what are you guys? Are you guys just chilling in the tavern throughout the day?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Nix would be sitting with them and probably poking Stig just to see how he's doing.
Stig has his playing cards. We could play some cards.
Play cards, dice, darts, pool if they have it.
All right, and Cara, you anything you're particularly looking to study for, or are you just doing just random? Oh, this is an interesting book. Let me see what it is.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. She's at a new place. There's a new library. She's just kind of pulling books off the shelf and being like, I like that title. Ooh, this one looks cool. I wonder what this one's about.
Give me an investigation check.
Sure. Let me find that. Ooh, nice.
Through your studies, you do find one book of interest. It does talk about that this city is. You already knew this, but you didn't study it deeper. That this city is built over ancient ruins of the god Drum. This seems to be a facility to mass produce and build old technologies. There's like workshops upon workshops upon workshops, levels down below, deep under the earth and into under sea level. What they say there is a giant. The legend has it there seems to be some sort of forge down on the bottom. But only so far, only priests are allowed of the cathedral are only allowed to go deep within the ruins because it's considered holy ground. Only like the first layer is like for maintenance and maintenance workers and stuff like that. But they're not allowed below unless they have explicit permission from the church itself.
Interesting.
So Caradrin is spending 4 hours on secret underground ruins.
Think of them as, and they're showing pictures. Think of it as these the ruins, like the almost like Dwemer ruins from Skyrim.
Okay. Interesting.
So Caradrin's like, curses, crits.
It's a C word.
How long do you think it would take me
It would take
running
you-
around town?
If nobody's coming out to help you, it would take you all day. You do eventually find the little hovel that Mason and Stig and Nixar, Caradrin's in the library all day. And next you come out, it's dark out, like, oh crap. Where the hell is everybody?
If I find them and it ends up being dark, I would like rush them at this point because I'm worried about that moon coming out.
Why would you be worried about the moon?
Because we think it might be that curse. Guess we don't know if it's the werewolf or the vampire, but better safe than sorry.
Well, we kind of counter werewolf because werewolves don't burn in the sun, and he wasn't affected by the silver.
Oh, you're right. I don't know how long then with the vampire.
We've laid out a whole encounter of crypts and creatures.
If you're if you're doing a bit of that before that, you wouldn't remember. When you joined the group, you've only encountered really 3 vampiric creatures: the Nosferatu,
Beauregard,
and Little Bear.
And I think Beauregard has nipped me once.
Yep.
And Little Bear, who is dead.
Yep.
So that means the only way to lift the curse is to kill Beauregard.
Character, you're like, you sneeze like, what? Uh oh. But
Well, the priest said to come back to him as soon as possible, and that as long as it's not too severe, he should be able to help.
Well, the signs have only just started, so I think we've caught it pretty early. Shouldn't be too much of a deal.
Well, if you're ready, I will lead the way after
Yes, that's
getting lost in
good.
this town.
I mean, it can't be any worse than having your teeth pulled by an incompetent.
You talking about the lost or the curse?
Say again?
Were you comparing the teeth being pulled to being lost or the curse?
Well, to having the curse removed. Why, were you lost?
It did take me all day to find you guys. Never seen this tavern.
Speaking of lost, where's Caradwin?
Oh, I'll try and message her on our way to the chapel.
If it's a new day, I'll just use ascending to Galliford and be like, hey, where you guys at? I was in a library and I'm very lost. Directions?
Heading to chapel. Found a priest. He will try to help if not too severe. Meet there.
Cool. I will head to the chapel.
All right, you
The
guys.
spell refueling ring on my way there to get that spell slot back.
You guys congregate at the main cathedral. You enter, and you enter the main hall, and it is currently empty.
It's currently what?
Empty.
Hello, priest.
I need an old priest and a young priest.
Hello?
Eventually, after calling out, somebody does come out. It is not the same person, Gallenford, but it is a priest.
Hi, I was in here earlier. I met with another gentleman. I'll kind of describe who it was. We spoke about lifting a curse.
Oh, I see. And who or what
Me.
is? We definitely do have that services. However, we do require a donation.
Yes, how much is the donation?
How much are you willing to donate?
Caroline, you're our finance person.
Appropriate amount of donation for removing of a curse, because we're not familiar with this sort of stuff. What is the typical?
It varies case to case, but 50 gold would do.
Cool. I'll give him. What are our finances?
25 now, 25 when the curse is lifted.
I'll give him 50 gold.
And I'd like to be grandfathered into that price.
I shall give him 50 gold out of the purse. And I would
What?
say, depending on your success, we could see some more donation come in afterwards from some wink.
He approaches you, Stig, and he casts remove curse spell on you. You begin. He prays to, and you begin to glow, and you can't really tell. Your curse has been lifted.
You spoke very softly. Can you repeat that?
His curse has been lifted.
Mace is gonna look at Stick and be like, but he's still green.
Haha, very funny, Mason.
Do you know what kind of curse it was?
I don't know. You asked me to remove whatever was afflicting with him, and I immediately did so.
This could be a mystery for years, guys.
What else
Well,
is new?
we'll have to wait until the morning, I guess, then to see if it worked.
I guess so.
Nick's gonna run up to the priest. Thank you very much.
So you're very welcome, little girl. Now have a blessed day, and may Drum protect you. And he shuffles away to continue his duties for the evening.
Whew. Glad that's all settled.
Yeah, that could have ended pretty badly.
Yeah, as I always say, if you feel bad, deal with it.
All right. What are you guys going back to the inn?
Might as well get some rest for the travel in the morning.
Yep.
Let's just stash that blanket in the bag of holding just to be safe. Or I can hold on to it.
All right. What are the sleeping arrangements?
I have a room to myself.
Stig will have a room to himself.
Nyx will stay with Caradwyn, and Galliford will have a room to himself. And will repeat what he's been doing since they left the mountains. So he'll double secure everything, put things against the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna set my alarm spell for the were-rat.
All right.
How much is it for a room? So I can take the gold off?
How much? Probably a silver piece.
So yeah, I think we get a good night's sleep and head out in the morning.
All right. Throughout this evening, you are all. Actually, I would say, Mason. You would probably have. You probably since you set up the rooms when you first got there, you would have a room right next to Stig.
Okay.
You hear noise coming from Stig's room. As a mixture of pain, animal-like noises, things are being tossed and broken. It is a ruckus.
I'll send a message through the wall to Stig and be like, "You okay in there, Stig?"
A hand breaks through the wall to try to claw at you. And it bursts through, and your alarm goes off for were-rat. You see before you this hulking were-rat-like creature. It has bat wings protruding from its back. There's blood and skin everywhere. Yeah.
Did anybody get the name of that priest? I want our money back. Thunder wave, wake everybody up.
It claws at you to move you out of your way. You dodge out of the way, but then it goes for your gear, and it grabs the ruby skull.
Did my thunder wave not go off?
Oh,
This thing comes through the wall and reaches toward me. I'm gonna thunder wave it to make sure everybody hears it.
okay.
This sounds like an initiative roll.
It is. Jeremy, I'm going to give you control over your...
Oh, do I get to kill my party again?
It should be in your handouts.
All right, you want me to roll initiative using this this character sheet?
Yes.
If you go to your character, Galliford, where it says edit, there's a picture for your avatar and then one for the token. And you just have to add the token picture in separately.
Yeah, normally the DM has to do that. So Chris, you want me to use this new character sheet?
Yes.
Okay.
I pulled the token out for you. All right. You're okay.
Shall we set up the rooms real quick? 4x4, 3x3.
We're gonna do theater of the mind.
Okay, sounds good.
So Mason, you see this hulking creature burst through, and you are preparing a spell. How this creature goes first.
Let me just look through this. Alright, so Stig is going to just ignore Mason right now, and he is going to hack at his bag and search for what he's looking for.
Yes, Mason. This creature seems to be drawn to your equipment, to your bag. It does eventually find the ruby skull.
I'm guessing I used all of my attacks.
It takes your action to search through. Yes.
Okay, I was going to say it took all my attacks to get through the wall, but yes, that'll work.
Yes. And then it looks like it's about getting ready to flee. That would be your turn, Stig. Nyx, you hear a commotion and a loud creature roaring, and seems to be a battle ensuing.
Caradwin, I think there's something going on. Better go check it out.
Good luck.
Nix will pop up. Good luck. Nix will pop up and open the door and rush out to where the commotion is coming from.
Okay, it's coming from Mason's room.
She'll try to open the door unless it's locked.
Mason, was your door locked?
Yeah, you always lock your door in a hotel.
Mason, are you okay?
No!
Open the door.
Not okay.
What would she do?
Break it down. Go bear. Do something.
She would. She would turn. She's gonna change to a bear and try and break through the door.
Okay, you turn into a bear. It is a...
I don't have any of her wild shape stuff.
I'm trying to remember. It's a brown bear, so... Let me give you the... Okay, the brown bear should be in your handouts.
Okay. You want me to attack the door?
Is wild shape an action or a bonus action?
Bonus action.
You can...
Sorry, I should have waited for you to say yes.
And because opening a door is a use an object action. Yeah, you strike at this this wooden door with bronze supports. So a 25 will hit. It breaks, but it's not completely down.
It's her second attack.
An 8 will not be able to do any more damage.
So she's just there clawing at the door with the nose sniffing through pieces that are already peeled out. But that's her turn.
Alright. Caradwin, you hear a bear out in the hallway.
I guess I will run to where Nyx went, who I'm assuming is the bear. Did she manage to get into the room?
No.
Alright, well, then my options are limited. I am going to use, is it a bonus action?
But you can see through the door.
Sorry, say that again?
You can see through the door. You kind of move into where Nyx is, and you can see through it. You see a giant rat-like creature with wings in Mason's room.
Oh, get that shit the fuck out of here, dog. We don't want that at all. And I cast that spell.
All right.
And it's a DC 15.
Only rolled a 14. Only rolled an 11.
Hell yeah. So you are gone, I guess. That's it. For at least a minute. And then you're back.
Oh yeah, I do have that. So I'll just take one of those off.
How nice. How awesome. How fucking cool. Well, I did my best.
Character, when you see the creature, you cast magic, but it breaks through your magic. Like it should have worked, but somehow it brute forced its way out.
Well, I did my best, Nix.
Oh.
I agree. That's my turn.
Gallenford.
Hearing the commotion, Gallenford is going to jump up and rush out the room after moving the probably dresser that he put in front of the door.
It's going to take your entire action to move everything out of the way. Because you said you barricaded yourself in it.
I did. And I'll basically be running into the hall with my rapier and loot at least, and just be like, what's going on? But I'm guessing that would be my turn.
Mason. Mason?
Before Mason goes, I'd like to use one of my legendary actions to... Is there a window in this room?
Yes.
Alright, I'm just gonna leap onto the ceiling and start crawling my way towards the window.
Okay. You could get out. I mean, you could break through the window.
Yes, but my legendary action means I can only move right now.
Okay. Mason, you see this creature scurry up the wall like a rat, and hanging upside down the scene is making a beeline to the window.
I'm gonna use an action to Iron Man myself into my armor, which only takes an action, and then I'm gonna, stand in front of the window so he can't get out.
I forgot you could do that for an action. I just imagine it's like the suitcase scene from Iron Man 2.
Yeah. In this case, it's more like an armor stand. Like it just sits on the wall, and I just kind of press my back up against and just. But yeah, that's action and movement. No bonus action.
All right. Stig.
It's my turn?
Yep. This armored figure is standing in your way.
Oh, that's fine with me. I'm going to just make an attack at him. For a 15.
Miss.
Alright, second attack.
Also miss.
And third attack.
So it's like that scene from Infinity War, where Ironmonger's being clawed and attacked by the aliens. But they're not breaking through your armor, Mason, but they are scratching up the paint job.
I didn't think Ironmonger was in Infinity War.
Not Ironmonger. Well, the Hulkbuster.
Hulkbuster.
Nyx.
Nyx is going to continue to try and break down the door.
Hit. You break through the door.
And she's going to charge at the creature and swipe at it with her second attack.
Okay. The ceiling's not all that tall. Think of it, as like a bedroom, essentially. So.
Yeah, he's one square above you guys.
Yeah.
Assuming that misses, so she's just like, whoa!
Yes.
Is that your turn, Nyx?
Yes.
Caradwin.
Stig is going to use a legendary action to claw at Mason.
Okay.
For a 20.
That will hit. Are your claws magical?
I think they are magical.
Chris, is this magical slashing or regular slashing?
These are not considered magical.
Okay, my mithril will half it.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot to put that on, but yes, you would honestly be considered a humanoid creature. Wait, in this form?
That is a fail, and you are paralyzed.
No, I'm not.
Okay,
He's only got one more of those.
he does.
You don't really you don't know, but Caradwin, this creature's been breaking through your magic.
He can't do this forever, I don't think, I hope.
No, he's just going to kill you instead.
Gallenford.
Hang on, I got a legendary action. I'm going to hit Mason again. Actually, I'm going to turn and I'm going to try and bite Nyx. Which will take the other two legendary actions.
Okay.
I assume that misses the bear?
Yes. Oh, thank God.
You may go, Gallenford.
I'm starting to think were rat stig is less effective than regular stig.
Thank God. If it was regular stick, we'd be fucked.
Were-rat Stig doesn't have reckless attack.
So
hopefully not his awesome crits.
Gallenford's gonna run in and seeing the creature. I actually don't know for sure this is Stig. I am just going to aim my rapier at it and I will cast this.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, Sig!
Gotta use my last one.
I made this badass character sheet for you.
Damn. I didn't know Gallenford had Psychic Lance. That spell kicks ass.
I'm working on it, Greg. If you would have given me all my other stuff too, this would have been over by now.
Well, this is different than your other form.
He'll still take half damage from that, though, right, Gallifrey?
Yes.
Okay, cool. We're getting there.
And that is Gallifrey's turn.
Mason.
I'm gonna grapple him back, and we're just gonna wrestle and hold each other here. It's strength athletics, right?
For you, yes, and for Stig, it's strength or it would be athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
This
I'm
creature.
I'm still blocking his way though.
Yep, this creature. As you grab it, he kind of shoves you off of him. Stig.
If that's how we're gonna play, that's how we're gonna play.
And you do see the blood coming from his ears and eyes from your psychic glance, Galliford. Stop.
It stops?
It seems like he healed.
By the way, Stig, when you claw out at me, are you grappling me or no?
No, that was damage.
It says, oh, instead of dealing damage, okay.
But I didn't like that second lance, so this vampire creature is gonna just make like this, like sort of sound. Do that. Oh my gosh, he's calling for help. And I will try and call the swarms of rats from this city to my aid.
Okay. Roll 2d4.
You know, we gotta learn the silence spell because every single monster we fight seems to be able to do this.
All right, and now roll another d4. They will show up next round.
And with Mason in front, he's just looking around, trying to determine what's the best way to get out of here.
You do see the giant hole that you came through from your room.
I like it. I'll use my movement to get back in there. To head that way.
Okay.
So for opportunity attacks, is there a special feat you need to be able to, like, I want to shoot a ranged weapon. Is there a special feat you need for that?
I
I
honestly.
think it's like spell sniper or something.
For
Well, that's if you want to cast spells, but this is my lightning launcher, my armor ability.
There is something, I just forget what it's called.
No idea.
We must do research. But anyway, that is his turn.
Okay, you will provoke from Mason and Nyx.
And Gallifrey if he's up there.
I thought his last attack was ranged.
Okay.
I don't think Caradwin and Galliford have made it inside the room yet.
Yeah.
So that's from Nyx.
That will hit. Oh, never mind. Nyx it feels like her claws are raking against steel. Like she's got she comes away with like a little bit of his fur, but it's like his skin is impenetrable.
That's
What kind of druid is Nyx?
She's a moon druid.
Is she over level 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then her attack should be magical.
Okay, then it does penetrate.
My research said it opportunity attacks are melee attacks, so here comes my hand axe.
Yeah, I couldn't find a feat that does what you want.
Well, I think recently somebody shot an arrow as an opportunity attack, and I didn't know if you could do a ranged attack as an opportunity attack. But it says melee, and there's a spell one, but I'm not doing spells. So here comes the hand axe.
Yep.
And that is a magical +1 hand axe.
Yep, I took it.
All right. Nyx.
Nyx is actually. Let me make sure this spell actually does what I think it does. Okay, she's gonna drop out of the bear form, seeing that Stig is trying to flee, and is going to cast Grasping Vine in front of Stig, in hopes that it will latch onto him. Sorry, I'm trying to find all her buttons.
So Stig will bat away the vines reaching out at him.
Oh, it's a save. Oh, darn it. And since that's a bonus action, she'll do this and say, "Get back here, Stig."
Which is a miss.
Darn. Okay, that's next turn.
Stig will use his legendary action to claw the window open
Okay.
by just smashing it in if he can.
Yep. Glass shatters. Caradwin.
Can I see him?
You did see him scamper into the adjacent room.
So I'd have to go into the room and to look into the other wall.
Yes.
Okay, I'll do that so I can see him,
Okay.
and then I will. Second verse, same as the first. Let's try to do it again. You get through all your legendary resistances, and now it doesn't matter.
Yeah, this creature is your powerful is just weak against it, Caradwin.
It's like it's adapting.
I don't like that. Alright, if I can, I'd like to take cover behind something.
You can back out of the room.
Okay.
Gallenford.
As a legendary action, the vampire were rat Stig is going to crawl his way outside.
Okay. You see Stig scurry outside. Where are you going, Stig?
I'm going to try and make my way to the roof.
Okay, you begin making your way to the roof.
Oh man. So if I run over there and look out the hole, I won't see Stick, will I?
What do you mean? You run in and you don't see Stig in the apartment.
Or the creature, I should say.
You don't see the creature in the room.
But you do see the busted out window.
Ah. He escaped. I don't see him.
Oh, you dropped the bear form.
I'm readying my rapier in case something lunges out. So I'll ready to attack.
All right, Mason.
I'm gonna jump out my window and activate my air step boots and fly up.
All right.
There you are. But that's my action to cast fly. I'm just gonna get in his way again. Just, whichever way he's headed, I'm gonna put myself in front of him. Where do you think you're going? This is theft. Yeah, that's it. I got no bonus actions.
All right. It is now is Stig's turn. The rats show up. Let me double check your.
5 rats.
Yep.
Swarms.
Where do you want these rat swarms to come to?
If they just appear, we'll just say they just appear in from the window that I just left.
Okay, yeah, they magically. It says magically. So, you.
Wait, I'll just say that they just all magically appear on. We'll just say they just all appear in the room adjacent to somebody.
They can be in somebody's squares.
Let's just swarm Galliford.
Okay. Galliford, you are covered in rats that have come through the window, the floorboards, and everything, and they just swarm you. Zig, what do you do?
I see Mason.
Yes.
But first, I'm going to regenerate. And I am going to just try and... I'm going to spread my wings and fly away.
Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar.
And I'm going to be flying towards the forest.
All right.
What's your fly speed?
I have a fly speed of 60.
What's your flight speed, Mason?
60.
Was that an attack of opportunity, Mason?
It was. You flew out of my.
That does hit.
By the way, did my ready attack go off on these rats swarming me?
I would say yeah. Yeah. All right, you skewer and just stab a ton of rats, but there are still plenty around you. Stig, is that your turn?
Yes.
All right, Nyx.
Oh, sorry, I actually forgot. I was Nyx for a second. Nyx is going to swat at some of the rats and with the bonus action try and use the vine to strike at some.
Okay.
Not sure if 13 will hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. All right. One. Yeah. And that's and you're grasping at one of the swarms.
Yes.
Okay. We'll say this one. There. Is that your turn?
Yep.
All right. Terrigen.
So he jumped out the window in his room, and rats came in. Can I check the window in Mason's room to see if I can spot him out there?
You look at the window and you definitely see Mason chasing the creature.
How far away is the creature at this point?
Stig, did you move or did you double move?
I probably would have double moved, so I'm
Okay.
120 feet away.
Yeah.
120 feet, okay. Out of range on that. Out of range on that, okay. You know what I'm not out of range on? A fucking... Yeah, this is what I'm not out of range on. Where is it? There it is. Not out of range on that. Right out the window.
What is the range?
150 feet.
Oh, I see it. Okay. Mason, you see this ball, this this ball of magic go fly past you and directly towards Stig. Stig, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
And this is cast as the sunball. It is radiant damage.
The night sky lights up, and Stig, you are engulfed in radiant fire.
Which is him telling the rats to kill Caragwin.
That's my turn.
Stig will use his legendary action to move another 60 feet.
All right. Mason.
What's the point? I can't catch him. We'll just, What is he at, like 180 now?
Yes.
From the building. From you, it's 100 and it's
120.
yeah.
I'll shoot him, but what's the point? He's just gonna move farther and heal himself. Doesn't matter.
Do you chase or are you just shooting him?
I can't chase him. I move 60, he moves 300. There's no point.
You skipped me, Chris.
Oh. Oops. Sorry. Go, Galliford.
I misty step out of the swarm and then I start stabbing at these fuckers.
Okay.
And that would be my turn.
All right, Mason. Do you just do the same thing that?
Yeah. He's gonna fly out of range, heal up any damage I do, so there's no point.
Legendary action, 60 feet, act, dash, move, dash.
Mason, are you gonna try to pursue or are you just gonna hold back?
I told you,
I'm
not gonna even try and pursue. I move 60
Brad,
feet,
calm down.
120.
Brad.
Alright, I'm just very mad right now at this
Brad.
whole situation.
Caragwin, do you have any spells that could reach that are 300 plus feet?
Oh, well, there is this one. It's a 9th level spell that I don't have access to, but sure.
So, Chris, we're still in initiative. The rats are still attacking. It's just that Stig is gone.
I am aware of that. Eventually, the party eliminates the rats.
Keep going.
And Stig, you make it to the forest.
And he's never seen again.
And that's the last we saw of Stig.
Yeah, watch, I'm the big bad now.
And we're gonna end it there for the night.